What is going on, guys? It's Trini Kid here, and welcome everyone to my new series here on the channel. This is the first of many setup Sundays with Trini. So just let me explain a little bit about how this is going to work. So I'm going to pick a gun unless you guys vote for one and I get a lot of votes for that one gun. I'm going to tell you what level you unlock that gun at, give you a class setup, and literally that I use to literally mow people down with that gun. So I'm sure all of you have seen from the title. Today we are going to be talking about the much loved Kuda. This is the first submachine gun you unlock at level 1. So when you start the game, when you prestige or whatever, you have that gun. Let's talk a little bit about the damage. I'm not really big on numbers, but I just want to give you an idea of the damage. So this it comes in at 35, and with long range it drops off at 19. Ideally, this gun will kill in 3 to 6 bullets depending on range and also health. Alright, so starting off with the Kuda's iron sights. So I think the iron sights on this gun, they're pretty good. They're not perfect, they're not excellent, but they're good. I think they're good enough to not run any optics, because I don't really like all of the optics. I probably only like the elo sight, and that's the only thing. But if you want to run any optics, by all means, go ahead and do that. So for the class setup, like I said above, I don't use optics. So as far as attachments, I like to run a quick draw grip, and a stock. This setup is very accurate, as you can see in the gameplay. Also, I recommend that you can use the long barrel attachment or the extended mags. The extended mags gives the Kuda 42 rounds instead of its actual stock 30 rounds. Okay, so for perks, the perks that I'm running is 6 cents, but I think it's a good perk considering that you're using the SMG and you're going to be close to the enemies most of the time. So it helps you sense their location, and also it helped me in this game a lot. As you can see, like if you look up at my mini-map a few times, I've turned around or like looked to the right or left because I've seen that it highlighted it and they were right next to me. For perk 2, I have Scavenger. I use Scavenger on most of my classes. You'll see Scavenger in most of my setup classes. I think that's just a good perk to have, considering that you are running around with the SMG and the bullets, like the fire rate is really quick, so you'll be running out of bullets quickly as well. For perk 3, I use Blast Suppressor, and I use Blast Suppressor because this is just because you're so close to the enemies, and I tend to jump around a lot, especially like I built that habit from Advanced Warfare and now I'm using it here. I tend to jump around a lot, and I'm using the button layout of stick and move, which moves your A button, and it switches your A button and your right stick that you aim with. So when you click down on the right stick, you jump, and your A button is melee. So I tend to jump around like a lot now because I've changed the button layout. And I just think that Blast Suppressor helps you a lot with that. So now as far as secondary and tactical go, I use concussion because I haven't unlocked flashbangs yet, so I can't use them, but I recommend flashbangs over concussions any day, but I'm just using concussions because I haven't unlocked it. I have the XM53 on the secondary because I'm going for gold on it, and if you would like to use a lethal grenade, I usually run Semtex or frags because I'm just starting to use trip mines a lot now. You can also put a trip mine on there if you would like. Alright guys, so this has been our first setup Sunday. Please leave me some feedback in the comment section. Just tell me, like, what did I do well, what can I improve on. Like, I really appreciate if you could do that for me. And also, if this class setup helped you while playing, please drop a like for me, subscribe if you haven't, share the video for me, and thanks for watching.